Hey everyone, let's talk about something that affects many folks, especially us ladies, irritable bowel syndrome or IBS. It's a real pain, literally. IBS messes with your gut, causing cramps, bloating, gas, diarrhea, and constipation. Not fun, right? The thing is, IBS is more common than you think. You're not alone in this. And while it can be super frustrating, the good news is that we can totally manage it, especially through our diet. Remember, every belly is different. What triggers my IBS might not bother you. That's why it's key to figure out what works for your body. It's like finding the perfect recipe. You gotta experiment a little. Food plays a huge role in how our gut feels. Think of your gut like a happy little garden. If you feed it junk, it's gonna feel yucky. But if you nourish it with good stuff, it'll thrive. So what does nourishing your gut even mean? It's all about making smart choices that won't irritate your system. This means cutting back on processed foods, sugary drinks, and unhealthy fats. Instead, load up on whole, unprocessed foods that are naturally good for you. Think fruits, veggies, lean proteins, and whole grains. These foods are packed with nutrients that help your gut stay happy and healthy. Now, let's talk about specific foods that are like BFFs to your gut. These are the ingredients you want to invite to your plate regularly. First up, fiber. It's like a superhero for your digestive system. Good sources of fiber include oats, beans, lentils, and fruits like berries and pears. Just remember to add fiber gradually, as too much too soon can actually worsen symptoms. Next, we have probiotics, the good bacteria that live in your gut and help keep things running smoothly. You can find probiotics in fermented foods like yogurt, kefir, and sauerkraut. Don't forget about healthy fats. They're essential for overall health and can help soothe your gut. Avocado, olive oil, and fatty fish like salmon are all excellent choices. And of course, hydration is key. Make sure you're drinking plenty of water throughout the day to keep things moving along. Section 4. Troublemakers, foods to avoid. Just like there are foods that make your gut sing, there are also those that make it scream. These are the troublemakers you want to avoid or limit as much as possible. Spicy foods are a big no-no for many people with IBS. They can irritate your gut and trigger symptoms like heartburn and diarrhea. Another culprit is dairy. While some people with IBS can tolerate dairy just fine, others find that it worsens their symptoms. If you're sensitive to dairy, you might want to try alternatives like almond milk or soy yogurt. Processed foods and sugary drinks are also major offenders. They're often loaded with additives and artificial ingredients that can wreak havoc on your gut. And lastly, be mindful of your caffeine and alcohol intake. They can stimulate your digestive system and lead to discomfort. Section 5. Navigating meals with IBS, practical tips. Now that you know what to eat and what to avoid, let's talk about some practical tips for navigating meals with IBS. First things first, listen to your body. Pay attention to how different foods make you feel and adjust your diet accordingly. Keeping a food journal can be super helpful for this. When you're introducing new foods, do it slowly. Start with a small amount and see how your body reacts before adding more to your plate. It's also important to eat regular meals and avoid skipping them. This helps regulate your digestion and prevent your stomach from getting too empty, which can trigger symptoms. And lastly, don't underestimate the power of stress management. Stress can actually worsen IBS symptoms, so finding ways to relax and de-stress is crucial. Section 6. You've got this, taking control with diet. Managing IBS can feel overwhelming, but remember, you've got this. By making simple changes to your diet and lifestyle, you can significantly reduce your symptoms and live a more comfortable life. Focus on nourishing your body with whole, unprocessed foods, and listen to your gut. It knows what it's talking about. It might take a little trial and error to find what works best for you, but trust me, it's worth it. And remember, you're not alone in this journey. There are tons of resources available online and in your community to support you along the way. So, take a deep breath, grab your grocery list, and let's get cooking.